Hello students, myself Professor Ankur. I welcome everyone for the GATE sum session on analog circuits. Today we are going to have sum session on BJT. This is our fifth session on BJT sums. Let's start with the sum session now. So let's take the question. The question is from the GATE 2007 ECE paper. The question is, the three transistors in the circuitry shown below are identical with VBE equal to 0.7 volt and beta equal to 100. So we are supposed to find the voltage VC. So the VC is basically a node potential where the two collector potentials are merged to form a collector terminal. So there are three transistors involved. The first transistor is given a 2 volt battery with 1 kilo ohm resistor at the collector end, and the second circuitry is basically a combination of two transistors with 10 volt and 1 kilo ohm. We are supposed to find the value of VC. So let's go for the calculation. So we are notifying the current as Ix, transistor Q1, collector current IC1, base current IB1, transistor Q2, collector current IC2, base current IB2, transistor Q3, collector current IC3, base current IB3, and the resultant current will be Iy, which will be equal to IC2 plus IC3. So for getting the value of Ix first, we need to get Ix. So for that, we are going to apply KVL to the mentioned loop, which is shown in the red color. So it will be having impact of 2 volt, 1 kilo ohm resistor, and the value of VB potential. So the value will be V minus Ix into R minus VB equal to 0. So you will put the value of R as 1 kilo ohm and you will get the value of Ix as 1.3 milliampere. So the Ix is coming from the top side. It is splitting actually into four parts: IC1, IB1, IB2 and IB3. Since all the three transistors are having the value of same base terminal potential and the emitters are grounded, they are biased to same potential level, implies the base currents are going to be same. So with that concept, I replace IC1 as beta IB1, I retain IB1 as it is, and IB2 and IB3 can be represented in the form of any of the base currents. So I'm converting everything in the form of IB1. So automatically Ix will be equal to beta times IB1 plus IB1 plus IB1 plus IB1. I take IB1 common, you will get beta plus 3 times IB1, that will be the value of Ix. So automatically you will get the value of IB1 as 12.62 microampere. So now you can take Iy is equal to IC2 plus IC3, where IC2 is beta times IB2 and IC3 is beta times IB3. So since all transistors are having same base current, they will also have same collector current. So automatically the Iy value will be twice the collector current. So it is going to be 2 times beta, and the collector current IC represented by IB. So it is going to be 2 times beta times the base current. So Iy, which is equal to IC2 plus IC3, is equal to 2 times beta times IB1. The value comes as 2.524 milliampere. So automatically I can find the value of VC, which is the node voltage, which is going to be the supply voltage 10 minus Iy into 1 kilo ohm. So on putting the value of Iy as 2.524 milliampere, you will get the value of VC as 7.475 volt. So the answer for the node voltage VC is 7.475 volt. Next question. This is from the GATE 2009 ECE paper. Let's have a look at the question. The question is, a small signal source Vt equal to A cos 23 plus B sin 10 raised to 6t is applied to a transistor amplifier shown below. The transistor has beta equal to 150 and HIE equal to 3 kilo ohm. Which expression best approximates VO of t? So here we are given an input which is basically a combination of two signals, A cos of 20t plus B sine of 10 raised to 60. The beta for the transistor is 150 and HIE is 3 kilo ohm. So we are supposed to get the best possible equation for VO. Option A, VO of t is equal to minus of 1500 bracket A cos 20t plus B sine 10 raised to 60. Option B, VO of t is equal to minus 150 A cos 20t plus B sine 10 raised to 60. Option C, VO of t is equal to minus 1500 B sine 10 raised to 60. And option D, VO of t equal to minus 150 B sine 10 raised to 60. So let's check how to get the solution. So since the RL is absent, you will first find the value of AV, which is going to be minus of HFE into RC by HI. This is a normal calculation. Normally the voltage gain in terms of your hybrid pi model is minus of GM RC parallel RL, where GM is going to be 1 by RE. Even GM can be defined as HFE by HI. So automatically, since RL is absent, the value of AV will become minus of HFE into RC by HI, which gives you minus of 150. So with that logic, when I say AV, which is VO by VI, so VO by VI is basically 150. I can define VO as AV into VI. The output of the amplifier is the gain into the input of the amplifier. With that concept, I am getting minus of 150 into A cos 20t plus B sine 10 raised to 60. So now the question is this the right answer? And the answer is no. So for that, we need to check the lower cutoff. The lower cutoff of the amplifier FL is 1 upon 2 pi R into CE, because CE is the bypass capacitor that will normally decide the cutoff frequency on the lower side. So when I calculate the value of R is equal to RE parallel HI by HFE, the value of R comes at 19.56 ohm, and solving that I'll get the FL value as 813 Hertz. So if you observe, FL value is 813 Hertz, implies that the signal which is less than frequency value of 813 Hertz will get filtered out. And that is the reason the cost component, which is A cos 20t, that will not lie in the bandwidth of the amplifier, and it will automatically get filtered out. So we are left out with the second term. So the final answer is VO equal to minus of 150 B sine 10 raised to 60. So this is the correct answer. Minus of 150 B sine 10 raised to 60. Next question. This is from the GATE 2012 ECE paper. The question is, the current IB through the base of a silicon NPN transistor is 1 plus 0.1 cos of 10,000 pi t milliampere at 300 Kelvin. The R pi in the small signal model of the transistor is. So here the base current is given as a combination of a DC component, which is 1, and an AC component of 0.1 cos of 10,000 pi t. The unit is milliampere. So as per the logic, we are having the hybrid pi model. The base current flows through R pi. So now the DC component of the base current is 1 milliampere. So the value of your R pi is beta times RE. So R pi is going to be beta RE, where RE is going to be VT by ICQ, and IC is equal to beta times IB. So hence R pi can be straight away taken as VT by IB. So the value of VT is 25 millivolt and the value of IB is 1 milliampere. So the R pi will get directly a value of 25 ohm. So the correct answer is option C, 25 ohm. Thank you.